when Twitter came out, I was like, this is a joke. This is going to flop. I was like, I was one of those guys. It's like the guy who obviously gets it all wrong. When Facebook came out, I actually thought, wow, this has huge potential. But the advertising platform was absolutely pants. It was really in its infancy. And I just remember thinking, this is really crap. And just year on year, it got better and better and better. And then suddenly, just like 2013, 2014, 2015, I was like, well, I have like 10, 15% of share of digital. Like I wasn't paying attention, because I've been a Google Ads guy and I've been an SEO guy for so long that it's like, well, Google. And then like Google just continues growing. And I'm like, where's the growth for Google even coming from? Like, how are they able to like every year break their target? It's pretty incredible because I thought, okay, Google's going to reach some saturation like back in 2010, like 10 years after that, they're still growing. It's pretty incredible. So I reckon I kind of underestimated the speed, the size and the impact because I'm always on the cutting edge. I'm always like, okay, this is now outdated. But then I forget the rest of humanity is lagging behind and it just takes them freaking years to catch up. So then it's kind of, I've got a bit of a skew, I guess, with them because of who I work. But yeah, I think, back probably 2010, 2011, probably started doing social for different clients and different mixes. Yeah.
Right. So where did you originally start from? What was your training?
I started, I was about 5 years old and I started selling yo-yos to neighborhood kids, glow in the dark yo-yos. I'd make a margin on them. My dad was like, yeah, make a markup. And I was like, what's a markup? And they're like, yeah, just make more money than you bought it for. And I was like, oh, great, this is fun. And then a year later, I was renting out my Sega Mega Drive to kids in the local pool. And and it was like Alter Beast and other great games for those of you who actually know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's back in the day. Yeah, but then you fast forward and actually, it started, I think, my SEO obsession started when I was with Alta Vista. Most people probably on the call, like, well, what's Alta Vista? It's like before Google. It was like Google before Google. And I remember the way, you were saying it's simple. You just put a tweet, put a Facebook message out. Back then, you just spammed the meta tag. You just put as many keywords as possible. And I was ranking #1 for Dragons. Like, I predated Game of Thrones. Like, if it wasn't for me, there would be no Game of Thrones. No, not quite there. But yeah, I started back ages ago with spamming Alta Vista. And then 10 years later, I was ranking online bingo, payday loans, and I couldn't actually find work. I remember I was a 3D animator, I couldn't find work. And then I said, I sent out my CVs to about 130 companies. I'd get interviews and people say, you're not suitable. And I just follow up like relentlessly. And they'd say like, with that attitude, you're going to get far, but we're still not hiring you, so bugger off. and then I had a break. Obviously I had the break because it was online gaming and no one wanted to do gaming because ethically dubious. And then, the gaming companies have huge marketing budgets and they just invested in and I remember every day, I'd be there till 6:30 p.m. The CEO would come by and he'd be like, Oren, I'm like, yes, you can go home now. And I'd be like, I just got a little bit more work to do. And that went on for like, 2 years until I got them #1 for bingo. And I was like, okay, I'm king of the castle. I'm going home at 5 p.m. So yeah, I got very lucky. I think the truth is there's a shortage of digital talent. And if they can spot someone who's affordable, smart, and ambitious, they're going to give you an opportunity. And I just got lucky that they took a punt on me. And I'm still lucky that businesses take a punt on me because it's really hard for founders. They really need to rely on someone trusted who understands the stress of what it's like being up until 3 a.m. because you're missing your KPI and your VC's blowing down your neck. Mm-hmm. And it's very difficult, very stressful emotionally. You put all your eggs in that basket. You're totally emotionally invested. And you want to make sure you've got a stellar team that can deliver. The problem is a lot of people, they're probably just not upskilled enough. It's specialized. They don't teach it in uni. It's very hard out there. It's very competitive. You need a lot of different skills. You need a lot of experience. And the truth is, there's just not many people have been around long enough to develop those skills.